Once a catechism teacher in the class said, "All will die." One child was deeply engrossed in some thought. He was not listening in the class. So the teacher inquired from the child as to what he was thinking about. Then came the reply, "I was thinking who will conduct the funeral of the last person to die." Today the whole world is concerned about coronavirus. The reason behind this concern is the fear of death. All seem to be frightened to die. It seems that no one is ready to abandon this world. They would like to go on living permanently on this earth. That is the reason there is a reluctance from the side of many to leave this world. They live as if they will never die. No one seems to be prepared to die. This could be another reason for so much fear. Fear has been spread all over the world. There is lockdown everywhere. There is even curfew in some places as security measure. Everything is closed down to stop the social contagion. Everything is standstill. The interesting thing here is that this coronavirus, which is so frightening, is so powerless that it will disappear in front of simple soap water or in a certain degree of temperature. And yet more than 1 lakh of people have already died in the world. Man seems to be powerless in front of such a tiny virus. The virus is without its power in front of soap water. But man shivers in his pants since the medicine is not yet found out so far. Another reason for the fear of death could be attachment to persons and to possessions. For some, even attachment to positions does not allow them to prepare to die. When there is attachment to earthly things, we do not want to leave this earth. We want to cling on to them, thus we forget the purpose of our life. Jesus came on this earth. He became a man. He had a purpose. John's Gospel, chapter 3, verses 16 and 17. Yes, God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him might not perish, but might have eternal life. God did not send the Son into the world to condemn the world, but that through Him the world might be saved. So eternal life is the goal of everyone's life. Eternal life means salvation, life in heaven, life in the presence of God, life in the company of angels and saints, and having beatific vision of triune God. As the catechism class teacher said, one day we all will die, with or without corona. What is the big deal about it? The world will go on even without us. What is more important is what happens to us after our death. What happens after death is more important than what happened before death. It is eternal life that we must desire. It must be our only desire. If we desire to attain eternal life, fear of death cannot grip us and we will be happy. We will not bother about coronavirus. We will be courageous people. Of course, we will avoid being a transporter of coronavirus. We will be cautious not to bring harm to others, but for ourselves, we will not be frightened to die, but rather will be prepared to welcome it if that is the will of God. Yes, let us be prepared to die, to embrace eternal life. Eternal life and nothing else. God